Hi, and welcome back to my channel. My name's Jennifer, and this is the 5 Faces of Resale. This is a YouTube channel where I talk about all things related to reselling on the eBay platform. I go to garage sales and estate sales where I find items that I buy as inexpensively as possible to flip on eBay for profit. I do this part-time in order to make ends meet. I have a great time doing it, as well as sharing the tips of the trade with you on this YouTube channel. So today's video is a sourcing video where I share with you some items that I found at recent garage sales and estate sales, and what these items are listed for on my eBay store, and just to give you an idea of some of the items that flip for profit. Let's get started. The first item I picked up at an estate sale. It's called a Toby mug. And this character is Mrs. Bumble. This is from Charles Dickens' Oliver Twist. And this is Mr. Bumble's wife who runs the orphanage. And this mug I picked up because I recently sold another mug. And this one I picked up for $2, and I have it listed for $16.99. And that is a buy it now price. The next items that I have found at the same estate sale are these swans. At first I thought they were made of wood, but it turns out that they're made of some sort of either composite wood resin or just a resin type of plaster. These swans are probably from the 60s. This is one with some spots, and this is the other one. They're in great shape, a really beautiful decor item, and I have these listed for $29.99 each as an auction item. I did find a lot of vintage items this last garage sales, as well as an estate sale where I made several purchases. As you can see next to me, I have another one of these purchases, and this is a very old and a little bit worse for the wear 1950s Santa Claus plush with a plastic face. Now these go for quite a bit of money. I noticed that most of the other Santa Claus plushes from the same era had white gloves and white boots, and mine is a little different with black gloves and black boots. I have this item listed as an auction item for $59.99. He's so cute. From the same estate sale, there were a lot of McDonald's and Pizza Hut and Burger King type collectibles from the Happy Meals that sell these toys off and on during the years. And in this case, I found some items from the Land Before Time movies. There are these little hand puppets. I've got Littlefoot and Spike. I've got these two listed together for auction price of $19.99. From that same estate sale, I found these vintage plastic wall decor items. This one is a haystack. There's a little hanger in back. And this one is of an outhouse. These two items are from Vintage Burwood Products Company, and I have these listed for an auction price of $19.99. There's been quite a few watchers on these items, so I do expect them to sell rather quickly. From a similar collection, just a bit more recent, is another of these plastic wall decor items. This one is a farmhouse. Actually, it's a barn. And this is from 1998. This one is listed as an auction price of $9.99. There were a lot of vintage items at several different garage sales over the past 2 weeks. One of these items was a Feifel Goes West plush. Look at this guy. He He is so soft and so cute. He's from the movie Feifel Goes West. This is Feifel Mouskowitz, and he is listed for a price of $29.99, and I paid $1 for this plush. Along those same lines, I found a Lion King plush. This is young Nala. I found her at the estate sale as well, and she is listed for a buy it now price of $16.99, and I paid $3 for her. Next we have a Ziggy stuffed animal. This is from the 1980s. This is Ziggy, and you probably remember the cartoons and the American Greetings cards that had this cute cartoon character on them. This is vintage Ziggy with his bunny slippers, his pillow, and his pajamas. And I have Ziggy listed as a buy it now price of $24.99, and I bought this for $2 at a garage sale. That same day, my first stop was a garage sale, and this woman had a ton of vintage dolls. And again, I'm learning as I go, so I've been picking up a few vintage toys and dolls along the way, having really good luck with selling them. In one of the last haul videos, I shared a box of Barbies that I had bought at a garage sale for $20. And I can tell you that all of those Barbies and the case sold within the first 2 weeks. So I've been really interested in picking up dolls and vintage toys since they seem to be very profitable and they sell rather fast. So at my first garage sale last weekend, I found a few vintage dolls that I wanted to share with you. The first is this exquisite wedding dress doll. The details that went into this dress are absolutely phenomenal. The person who crocheted this dress had a lot of talent and put in a lot of work for this item. At first I thought it was a vintage Barbie with a vintage wedding dress. In this case, it turns out that this is a doll pick, and these were very popular in the 80s. Sometimes they would be used as a toilet roll cover. In this case, this one has a crocheted stand so that it can stand upright and display the dress. The dress is actually sewed to the doll so it doesn't come off, but I still think this would be a beautiful item for collectors, and I have this listed for a buy it now price of $99.99. And I paid $5 for this doll. At that same garage sale, I also bought a bag of Madame Alexander McDonald's dolls. I bought 6 of them, and I have them listed as an auction for $9.99. I'll show you each of these dolls individually. They were very well kept, and I think that these would be a beautiful item to go into any collection. So the first one is this wedding doll. The next one is a pumpkin Halloween costume doll. She got a little bald spot there. I don't think that'll matter too much. There's this doll in a beautiful party dress. Leopard costume. Even a little Peter Pan. And lastly, this cutie in a raincoat with a duck rain hat. The garage sale where I bought these dolls was actually a fundraiser for this woman's surgery that she was having. So I didn't haggle over the prices. She asked for $5 for the wedding dress doll and $5 for the collection of the Madame Alexander dolls. So I was happy to pay the price that she asked. I thought it was very fair and also going to a good cause to help her get the surgery that she needed. I did find 2 needlepoint kits, which you know I like to buy because they're great resellers. The first one I found was this Dimensions Take Time cross stitch kit. Unopened, I got this at an estate sale for $2 and I have it on an auction of $7.70. The next item is this Thomas Kincaid cross stitch kit. This one is complete. It just has a small tear in the plastic and I believe it's missing the needle, but most people that do these kits have plenty of cross-stitch needles on hand. I have it listed for a buy it now price of $14.99, and the painting by Thomas Kincaid is called Still Water Bridge. At another garage sale, I found some vintage wicker baskets that were mid-century modern. The woman at the garage sale was very funny. She said, "Oh, you know, I saw these on eBay. They're selling for over $60. And I said, "Well, they're really cute. How much would you like for them?" And she said, $2. So she shared with me some information that I didn't know, that these were mid-century modern planters and that they were going for a very good price on eBay, and she only wanted $2 a piece for them. So let's take a look. They're both yellow. The first one is this adorable little elephant. I have these listed on eBay for $59.99 as an auction price. And this is the cat. I just love the tail. Another way that I do sourcing is through Facebook Marketplace. I've been finding a lot of great items for inexpensive, which makes for a great flip. And one of these items I found was a box of vintage plush. And in this box was a puppy surprise. Let me show you what this item is. This is an item from the 80s that looks like this. They had cats and puppies, and there's even some horses. And what's funny about this plush is the surprise is there are babies inside this stuffed animal. So when you open up the bottom here, there are any number of pets. This one came with 3 little puppies. One of them makes noise too, so there we go. The surprise are these 3 puppies and this cute pink and white plush. I have these listed as a buy it now price of $29.99. And these were very popular in the 80s, and oftentimes people like to collect the toys from their youth when they start having kids, or just for nostalgic reasons. I would say the price that I got this big box full of plush came out to about 50 cents per plush. So for 50 cents, I hope to turn this into a $30 profit on eBay. At another garage sale, I found a big bag of doll clothes for the American Girl Our Generation dolls. American Girl dolls are very expensive, and so their accessories, their clothes, the shoes also go for quite a bit. I found a bag full of clothes. I paid $5 for this whole bag of American Girl Our Generation clothes and shoes. These accessories I have listed for $69.99 as an auction price, and quite a few watchers. I won't show you the whole bag or we'll be here all night, but I'll show you a few of the items inside. Here's a pair of rain boots. A little zippered vest. Another vest. Pair of shorts. And I'll show you my favorite. These adorable pair of high tops. In this bag there are 12 pairs of shoes and over 30 pieces of clothing. I have this listed for an auction price of $69.99. It really was the weekend for vintage items. I found another vintage Santa. This one is a flocked Santa. I'm not sure the year on this one, but several were listed. This one's called the Dancing Santa. Just a very lightweight plastic with the red kind of velvet flocking. Some of it's come off a little bit on the hand and on the hat, but these are still sought after. I have this one listed as an auction price of $9.99. At yet another garage sale, I found some vintage Fox and the Hound plush from the Disney movie The Fox and the Hound. This one here is the Hound. He's super cute, and he has a very old vintage Disneyland Disney World tag on him. He's called Copper the Hound. I have him listed with his friend the Fox. The Fox is actually from a different company called Knickerbocker, but they're both from the same time frame. I have these lotted together for a auction price of $34.99. Back to that estate sale where I purchased several items, including this antique Santa. I also found a vintage Mickey Mouse with the same plastic face and plush arms and legs. He looks like this. His hands are plastic, as is his face and his shoes. I have him listed for a buy it now price of $14.99, and I paid $2 for him at the estate sale. At most garage sales, mugs are $1, and I try to look for interesting mugs or mugs that can sell for a good profit. And I found another Disney mug. This one is Stitch from Lilo and Stitch. It's a 3D mug with nice big ears. I have this listed for a buy it now price of $19, and I did indeed pay $1 for this mug. Along the theme of Disney items, I found this Minnie Mouse bank. Still has the original stopper. I paid 50 cents for this bank, and I have it listed for a buy it now price of $16.99. And of course, at every weekend, garage sales, rummage sales, estate sales, and thrift stores, I sometimes make mistakes because I don't always have time to look up the items to see if they will turn a profit for me. So sometimes I make a purchase blindly and hope that the item itself has a high resale value. This item I paid $3 for, but the resale value isn't that high, so it probably wasn't worth my time or even the $3 that I paid for it. But I thought I'd share that with you because we learn from our mistakes. I purchased this on Looks Alone. It's an Avon Collector's aftershave bottle in the shape of a pipe. I believe the scent was called Deep Woods Aftershave. It is empty, so it would just be the decanter that I would be selling. I have it listed as an auction price of $6.99. I paid $3 for it, so I'm not looking to turn a huge profit, but I thought I'd go ahead and put it up for auction anyways, and in the future I'll stay away from Avon decanters unless it's something that is really interesting or after doing research that I find has a higher resale value. One of the items that I sometimes purchase are shoes and boots. I look for items that are in good pre-owned condition or if possible, new with the tags on them. In this case, I found 2 used pair of shoes. One was at a garage sale and one was through an online auction. So I'll share those with you now. The first item is a pair of Fry booties. They're in really good shape. These retail for over $100 to $300, so they're a very expensive brand. They are made with this beautiful kind of buttery leather. They're in really good condition. The only problem with these is someone has cut the insole at the heel, so they would need to buy an insole for these to be comfortable. And I have these listed for a buy it now price of $47. And I paid $1 for these booties. The next pair of boots I purchased through an online auction from Goodwill. I paid $20, which included the shipping, and these are a pair of Ariat cowboy boots. They're a beautiful all leather, really well made boot in size 11.5. I have these listed for a buy it now price of $49.99, and I have several watchers on these already. I cleaned them up. They were in pretty good shape overall, and these should sell rather quickly. Well, that should give you an idea of the various items that have come up for sale in my eBay store, all found for really good low prices at garage sales, estate sales, and for the boots at an online auction. I hope you learned a few items to be on the lookout for when you're outsourcing if you're a reseller, or that you just found this haul interesting and enjoyable. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.